the nice wide Tech Lobo cabinet here with the Good Faces art. Gun Force 2, Arctic Thunder, Blueprint. I really don't like this game. Super Dodgeball. Dig Dug 2. Here's a Wonder Boy. We're getting into this is kind of tight quarters here. Taito's Night Striker, awesome game. Cliffhanger, Edward Randy. This is a pretty crazy game, action game. Too Crude, Rock and Rope. Disney Magical Tetris Challenge. There's an Out Zone. Fantasy Zone. This one I really dig. One is early Sega. Solar Quest. There's an iRobot and a Rygar. Karnov and Toki. Trying to get in here, like I said, it's a really tight space. And on the end here we have Choco Vader Contactee. Really awesome alien themed mini game collection by Namco. Kind of work our way back here. Escape from the Planet of the Robot Monsters. Desert Assault. Finally got a Tough Turf bid. Here's the unreleased Beavis and Butthead game. It's interesting, has a really cool cabinet. Very rare. So this is one of the very few places you'll be able to play it, but unfortunately it's just not a very good game. And here's the Outfoxies, which is a good game that we recommend you check out Namco's The Outfoxies. Battle Shark. Rolling Thunder 2 and Thunder Jaws, Tank Force, Batman and Batman Forever, the arcade game, which, contrary to popular belief, Batman Forever, the arcade game, is quite fun. Superman, Spider-Man, the video game, which is a really cool early Sega game. Mad Dog 2, The Lost Gold, Stun Runner, Mario Kart. Here's Sega's Laser Ghost. It's a really fun, wacky shooter by Sega. Star Wars Racer, Cyber Sled, the 2-player sit-down cabinets. The Real Ghostbusters. Star Wars Trilogy Arcade. Star Wars by Sega, and Galloping Ghost, which is another really unique game. It's, yeah, you won't be able to see it now, but it uses a diorama inside there and projects images over it. Cannon Spike by Psycho. Really awesome game I play a lot on the Dreamcast. Doesn't mean I'm really good at it, but I play it a lot. Rambo 3 and Dynamite Duke. Super Burger Time. Midway's Open Ice. There's a New Zealand Story. Blitz 99. Moon Cresta. Space Inferno. Hopping Nappy. I played it once or twice, and I think it's fun enough that I might want to check it out a little bit more. Pac-Mania, Track and Field, Dead Connection, which is a really obscure Taito shooting game. Carnival, Monster Bash by Sega, Congo Bongo, Alex Kidd and the Lost Stars, Mr. Do and Mr. Deuce Castle, Eliminator, Space Fury and Star Trek, Ladybug, and Konami's Mystic Warriors, which is basically Sunset Riders featuring ninjas. You see there's even the Sunset Riders homage in the background with the movie they're watching. Future Spy, Super Zaxxon and Zaxxon, the dual setup Cyberball, Captain America and the Avengers, Crime Fighters, Spawn, which is another one I play on the Dreamcast. Mega Man Power Battles 1 and 2, really fun games. Dragon Ball Z, not so much a fun game, but I dig Psychic Force. Magic Sword from Capcom, really difficult, but it's fun. Star Castle, Rip Off, Armor Attack. So I know a lot of the things back in this corner are getting their monitors fixed at the moment. And here's Warzerd, known in the US as Red Earth. Really obscure, never released it for a home system, but it's a lot of fun. Rival Schools, United by Fate, one that I play on the PlayStation a lot. Mercs, Starhawk, and Quartet, another awesome early Sega game. Osman, sometimes known as Cannon Dancer. Plays very much like Strider. It's the same creator. Speaking of Strider, we got Strider and Strider 2. Pig Out. Sidearms. There's a Trojan cabinet. Along with B-Storm and Dodonpachi. So this is the Donpachi collection here. And there was ER Kung Fu, TNK3, Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon. It's a really fun but very difficult beat 'em up. Time Killers and Bloodstorm, which are kind of crazy. They're fun. They're like those so bad it's good type games. JJ Squawkers, Golden Axe, The Revenge of Death Adder, not Udder, Death Adder. But this one's really good. It's nice that it's coming out on that arcade 1-up cabinet. That way more people get a chance to play it. And then making our way into the last full section here, you can see the Simpsons cabinet set up here. There's a Zombie Raid. Solvaloo, the sequel to Xevious. LA Machine Guns. A sit-down Starblade cabinet with a very loud X-Men behind me. And there's a sit-down Sinistar cabinet along with other games that are in need of repair. X-Men, the 6-player cabinet. Got Captain Commando, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes, all the Big Blue, the Capcom Big Blue cabinets down here. X-Men Children of the Atom. We got the Turtles. Atari's Return of the Jedi. Asterix by Konami. Namco's Air Guys, which features the Final Fantasy characters. The Ikari Warriors and Heavy Barrel. We got Super Muscle Bomber, known in the US as Ring of Destruction. It's a sequel to Slam Masters. There's Saturday Night Slam Masters. We got Cyberbots. I love these nice big marquee on the Big Blue cabinets. Ikari Warriors, Victory Road, Ninja Princess, Guerrilla War, Armored Police Unit Gallop, Capcom's Echo Fighters. We got the Darkstalkers and the Punisher. The Punisher is amazing, really good beat 'em up. Gun Frontier, Dragon Blaze, and Cyvern, which are both really good shmups. Got the Time Soldiers, Midnight Resistance, as well as Search and Rescue. Desert Breaker, Pitfall 2, Thief, said Alkaline. Here's Rush, Crazy Taxi, and the unreleased Chicago 1929. Power Drive, Tranquilizer Gun, Die Hard Arcade, Virtua Fighter 2, Virtua Fighter 4, Legendary Wings. Have to ask, I need Doc to get more Sega STV games in here. We need some Final Fight Revenge. Mat Mania, the Crystal Kings, which is really obscure but really cool looking fantasy based beat 'em up. Lethal Enforcers 2, Bonk's Adventure, which is a nice arcade game. Polygonic Commanders by Konami. It's a tank game. Dolphin Blue, very Metal Slug type game. Plays a lot more like the Contra hardcore games, like especially the one that Arc System Works made on the Xbox 360 or PS3. Mania Challenge, Depth Charge. There's the Daytona USA, Afterburner Sit Down, the awesome Namco Armadillo Racing. Very, very fun game to play. The 3-player Revolution X, the Brave Firefighters, AB Cop, Line of Fire, the sit-down 2-player Speed Racer cabinet, Bucky O'Hare, G.I. Joe. There's a Mars, the Atari Star Wars, Time Crisis, Lucky and Wild, The Lost World, Savage Quest, the First Funky Fighter. Played this a few times on our stream. Chase HQ. Alien vs. Predator, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, Konami's Aliens. Got the Aliens series of light gun games. House of the Dead 4, House of the Dead, Gunblade, New York. Here's Burning Force by Namco, JoJo's Venture, Astron Belt, Galaxy Ranger, Operation Gunbuster, Rampart, Pit Fighter, Cybots, Vindigators, Metamorphic Force, which is a really awesome Konami beat 'em up. It basically runs just like the X-Men, but it has a lot of new features. And Guilty Gear, XX Core, there's the Darius games, along with the Burst EX cabinet. So, and coming back down this row, we got Arm Champs 2. It's a really fun game where you arm wrestle opponents. We got the Street Fighter row here, ranging down from Street Fighter 4. We got Street Fighter the movie, the game, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Tatsunoko versus Capcom, the first two Street Fighter Alphas, along with Super Turbo. We got Turbo Hyper Fighting, the original Street Fighter, and on the end is the Marvel versus Street Fighter. And then there's some motion cabinets over here. The F-Zero AX is behind this Ninja Kids here. And there's a Galaxy Force 2. And there's also a Chameleon and Liquid Kits in this row. And lastly over here we have stuff like Afterburner Climax. There's the hologram games made by Sega, Pengo, Robbie Roto, got a Continental Circuit 3D, Cruisin' World, NBA Jam Tournament Edition, Killer Instinct, along with all the Mortal Kombats. And you got the Ms. Pac-Man and Galaga, along with a 6-player The Grid setup, which is really cool. You don't get to see that very awesome. Amazing games. It's too bad it never got released to home systems. They've never been updated or anything like that. So, but that's gonna do it for this tour. There's a few more cabinets that are kind of in places because they're being repaired. And I'm here at the moment. They're about to shut down for the night. So that's about everything there is to see, really. So I hope you enjoyed the updated walkthrough, and if you can ever make it out, I would highly recommend it. At more than 800 arcade cabinets at this moment. It's Galloping Ghost Arcade in Brookfield, Illinois.